So what do we have here then? Investing in Nottingham. Despite government cuts hitting Nottingham hard, Nottingham Labour are working to secure funding to invest in our city. Some recent funding wins include, so we are proud, Nottingham City Council, the private limited corporation, is proud that they have spent, or raised, whichever way they want to put it, £60 million. Wow, well done Nottingham City Council, renovating Nottingham railway station. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, the private corporation, Nottingham City Council, has given £60 million to the private corporation Network Rail to renovate their property, the train station, Nottingham train station. Wait, shouldn't the private limited company that sells tickets for profit pay for the renovations of the station themselves? Why on earth would Nottingham City Council be giving 60 million, I actually believe it's 70 because it overshot, but we'll call it 60 million, we use their figures, to a private corporation, Network Rail, unless of course they had some sort of dealings, maybe there's some, maybe they've got shares in it or something like that, so it's actually giving it to their own companies. However, Nottingham City Council PLC giving 60 million to Network Rail PLC, this is a very, very naughty move, Nottingham City Council. 60 million! You're giving away 60 million to a private corporation. Nottingham City Council, you naughty, naughty council. Oh, what have we got over here? Over here then. Oh, to do with the trams. Building 2 new tram lines to City and Chilwell. Oh, Clifton and Chilwell. At a cost of over £500 million. Wow, well done Nottingham City Council, giving £570 million to build a tram line to Chilwell and Clifton. That's just fantastic spending of that money there. Not forgetting that we're 70 million over short of next year, but 570 million spent building a tram that no one wants, no one likes, no one needs, and you could take the 70 million off that 570 million, you've got no shortfall for next year, and you got £500 million, so you could, everybody would no longer need to pay bedroom tax or council tax. Great, that must be what you're going to do then. Because, I mean, we know how well you did with the last time where you built the tram using our money. You built it, it overshot, then you sold it for profit, and then you put all that profit, where did it go? Where did it go? Come on, you know! Into one of the bank accounts they've got abroad. Yes, that's where it went. £500 million. Oh dear. They'll sell this for £1 billion, and that'll go straight to their private bank account. Sorry, the council bank accounts in the banks abroad where they don't want us to know what's going on. Right, let's have a look. Here we go. Can't be anything wrong with this. This is from their own rag, don't forget. Improvements to Nottingham Castle. Well, that's got to be good, hasn't it? Improvements, 24 million. 24 million! Improvements to Nottingham City. Yeah, right. So the castle's going to... Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that Willy Wonka style lift that you were going to spend that 24 million on? And we had a video where we were seeing the big fat councillor, and we had a word with him, and he smiled and didn't know what it was and walked off rather sheepishly. So, Nottingham Castle. The place, it costs you at least £5 to get in. It's run for profit by the council. Used to be free, but the council decided they can charge for it, so they'll put some charges on there. And now they're spending £24 million building a Willy Wonka style lift at the castle to improve or make. Oh, I see what it's about. It's about encouraging more tourists to come and spend money here. Then it'll swell the coffers of the council's secret bank accounts in foreign countries, like in Iceland, where they lost over £50 million. But don't mention that, of course. No, it can't be that bad. So, what we got over here? Oh, let's look. Redeveloping Southside and Broadmarsh, £250 million. Or we'll use their exact figure of 248 million. 0.4. Wow. So that's £250 million. Oh, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. That's £250 million given from Nottingham City Council Corporation for profit, given to Intutu, the private corporation that runs the Broad Marsh. So you've given £250 million to Intutu. Well, maybe you could cut 70 million out of that and we won't have that shortfall next year. What do you think? Or maybe you shouldn't be giving money to private corporations for profit in the first place, unless, of course, there's been some little backhanders. It's a possibility. I'm sure you guys have got your own opinion out there. Right, what we got here then? Oh dear. Investing in early years care across the city. 45 million. Now, don't get me wrong. If this went to improving the kids' lifestyle, I'm all for it. The only problem is knowing how the council work in conjunction with the social services to steal children. That probably means there's going to be £45 million spent on getting children to say, no, nothing happened. He said it's a secret. Don't tell anyone, he'll come and get me. To protect their paedophiles. Yeah, that's more likely. That's much more likely what that's about. 45 million to cover up the paedophilia-run council paedophile organisations. Right, where are we going to go then? Let's come down to here then. New and better council housing. £500 million almost. £457.1 million on new and better council housing. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just hold on a second there, boys. Now, didn't the council used to have a load of council housing? And then they sold it off at a fraction of its price? I'm sure there was no backhander went off there. For instance, the council sold off a lot of built houses that I know of, and their current value at the time of sale was £250,000, and they sold them off to one of the one of the corporations that got them. And guess how much they paid? Bearing in mind the value was £250,000 each. Guess what they paid? Guess? Go on, have a guess. Go on. £17,500 each. Now that's a tidy little profit for a organisation that maybe had a few houses, maybe didn't, but they certainly made a lot out of that, didn't they? And then of course it'd be sold on again and again and again. Yeah, to different variations till it gets to the one, because you only just want one at the end of the day, don't you? So more ways. And of course, they'll probably, out of that 457 million, 0.1 million will go to draft proving the houses they've already got, and they'll probably build 457 £1 million houses for the councillors to go and make themselves comfortable in, because it won't be for any of those that really need them. That's one thing we do know about councils. It's never for those that need them. It's always making money for the private corporations that are allegedly doing the work, but they're doing it at inflated prices because, of course, the council used to have its own house building teams, didn't it? And they got rid of them and went to private sector. So that meant that a house that they could have built for 100,000 now costs 200,000, or in this case, probably £1 million. Let's move on a bit further, shall we? Improving Sneinton Market and the Creative Quarter. That's around £12 million. Oh, what did they do? They put in a fountain. Ooh. How did that improve it? And of course, whenever they're going to make it sound more impressive, they call it a quarter, the Creative Quarter, the Latin Quarter, whatever. It's a quarter. It's just bull. We know that. More money wasted by the council. And this is the biggest NLP crap you can imagine. Biggest NLP crap you can imagine. It looks like 1,416.39. Not a very big figure. However, That's nearly £1.5 billion. £1.5 billion. And I'll put the full figure down just here so you can see how many noughts and that are attached to it. Oh dear, dear, Nottingham City Council at it again, robbing the poor to feed them. Have fun and comment as always and share, and let's make sure everyone knows how caring Nottingham City Council are. Have a good day. See you soon.